So you are thinking of moving to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Well, today I'm going to give you 8 things I love about Fayetteville. I'm going to talk about the cost of living. I'm going to talk about the weather, where we're centrally located at, and some of my favorite breweries that are here in town. So let's jump right into it. First thing I'll talk about is the location. Now, you've heard it a lot, location, location, location. And Fayetteville definitely is a great place to live because we are so close to the beach. If you're looking to go to the beach, which is about an hour and a half away to Wilmington, hour 45 minutes, and it's 2 hours to Myrtle Beach, which is more of a touristy area, and it's in South Carolina.
I love the beach.
If you're looking ahead to the mountains, you're probably looking at about a good 3 to 4 hour drive to Asheville, Boone area, and Blue Ridge Mountains. And as you see on the map here on Google Maps, we're right next to I-95, which makes it easy to travel down to Florida. If you're looking ahead to Jacksonville, one of the first cities you're going to hit when you hit Florida is about 6 hours away. And if you're looking to head up north, I-95 takes you right into Washington, D.C., which is about a good 5-hour drive. And if you're looking to head all the way to New York, you're looking at about a 10-hour drive on I-95 straight into New York. And we're so close to South Carolina, obviously, Georgia, Tennessee, and Virginia. So that's why a lot of people like moving to the Fayetteville area, because they want to be closer to family and friends, but not too close to family and friends.
Family first.
So they're close enough to where if you need to head to Tennessee, like I said, Georgia, South Carolina, things like that. So the next thing I talk about is going to be home prices. Now, full disclosure, I am a real estate agent here in the Fayetteville area. So if you need anything, please reach out.
Calls, texts.
But medium home prices are roughly around $225,000. And with that, you're looking at getting a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath home, usually between 14 to 1,600 square feet, depending on the area you live at. Again, like I said earlier, location, location, location makes a big difference. So if you're looking to buy one of the suburbs of Hope Mills, Rayford, or Spring Lake, compared to Fayetteville, it could be cheaper, it could be more, just really depends. But medium price range, $225,000. A lot of people love that about the home prices here. They're still affordable, in my opinion. We are not the best, but we're definitely not the worst. So compared to living in California, New York, Chicago, Florida, even some parts of Texas, definitely homes are more affordable here. Next thing I love about Fayetteville, North Carolina is the cost of living. Now, gas prices around $2.95 right now, fluctuating between $2.95 to about $2.90. Some areas are like $3 a gallon, but still a lot cheaper than most states. I know California's up to like $5 or $6. I think even Hawaii, which is probably a little too far to compare to, is up to like $6 a gallon. And according to some stats I've read, it looks like Fayetteville housing expenses are 29% lower than the national average. Utility prices are 4% lower than the national average. Transportation expenses like bus, fares, and gas prices are 2% lower than the national average. So a comfortable salary to live at in North Carolina is around $53,000. And for Fayetteville, it's around $48,000. And according to a website called Property Club, they ranked Fayetteville the 4th cheapest city to buy a house in. Now, they did have rent a little higher than other cities in North Carolina, but then again, turned around and said that Fayetteville has the most affordable homes if you're looking to buy. So check out this article from Living Wage Calculations for North Carolina, and it kind of breaks down what your living wage is, poverty wage, and minimum wage is if you're 1 adult, 2 adults, 1 working, or 2 adults both working, as you could read that off. And I got this from Living Wage Calculations for North Carolina if you want to check it out. So the next best thing about Fayetteville, North Carolina is the weather. We get all 4 seasons.
No seasons for all seasons.
It doesn't get too cold here, and of course, that's my opinion, depending on where you're coming from. I'd say the lowest I've seen in a while is 28, 29 degrees. It doesn't happen too often. Usually that's first thing in the morning. And then as the day gets better, it heats up to about 40, 50 degrees during the winter. We haven't got snow here in quite a while, and usually the most we'll get is maybe some very cold rain. So winters are pretty good. Spring and fall are the best, obviously. I love it during the springtime here. The pollen does get to you a little bit, so allergies could be a problem there, but springtime's the best. Fall, definitely. Summers can be a little bit hot. The humidity is very, very, very bad here.
Humidity, 84%.
But, overall, weather-wise, depends on you. I think it's one of the best states for weather. definitely check out this video right here where I do talk about the weather if you want to check out that video. And the next thing I talk about is going to be working remotely. Now, Fayetteville itself does not have a lot of jobs here, job opportunities here, unless you are PCS into Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg. So not a lot of, career jobs here, but since COVID has happened in the pandemic, a lot of people are now working remotely from home, and they're looking for a cheaper place to live because they work from home. So obviously you're going to be home just a little more. Maybe you want a bigger space. Maybe you want an office for yourself, for your spouse, whatever, or share an office in your house, or just enough space to where you can separate, home life from work life. Me being a real estate agent, I'm an independent contractor, so I can work from home also. I do have an office to go to, but I have that flexibility to work from home if I wanted to, or work from the office. So it makes it a lot easier and a lot cheaper if you were living in a place where, your house is worth $500,000-$600,000 and you got 1,400 square feet, when you can move here because the median price range is $225 and you get that same amount of square footage. Or maybe you want more space because you are now working from home, and you could definitely show your house there. If you're thinking of moving to the Fayetteville area, definitely, it's very affordable. And I also went to Wallet Hub, and it ranked North Carolina as number 15 for one of the best states to work remotely in. Some of the factors that Wallet Hub looked at when they did this was they looked at data set ranges from the share of workers work from home to the internet cost and cybersecurity. They also consider factors out like how large and how crowded homes are in the state. So probably working remotely, of course, depends on you. If you work remotely is, you want a bigger house probably, and you probably want some acreage or some, at least, a good size, yard so you can at least enjoy the outdoors and things like that and not be cooped in your house all day long because you are working from home. Next thing to talk about is going to be some of my favorite breweries here in town, and we've got several here.
It's a local brewery.
But I'm going to name you my favorite. My first one is going to be probably my favorite. It's going to be Dirtbag Ales. Technically, it's in Hope Mills, so not Fayetteville, but close enough. I live in Hope Mills myself. So you're talking a 5-10 minute drive right into Fayetteville from Hope Mills. But Dirtbag Ales is one of my favorite places. They have events throughout the week like yoga. They have a farmer's market every Sunday, and they have music on the weekends. So definitely, good place to check out. This is a veteran-owned business. That's another reason why I love it so much. And they've got a nice area. You can bring your dogs there, your pets there. They don't have a food area, but they do have a business next door, or not next door, actually right on site called Napkins. They got some food there, so definitely. They don't have a kitchen themselves, but with napkins, it definitely works out. They've got a soccer field there. They got a volleyball court. They got a fenced-in dog area, playground for the kids, all the works. And if you go there, you've got to try one of their best beers, which is the Blood Orange Goulash. Try that beer. It's one of their best breweries. Next brewery to talk about is called Bright Lights Brewing Company. One of the owners of this is Eddie Ketchum, who used to be a police officer with me at Fayetteville Police Department. So I'm not just saying that just because he's a buddy of mine, but definitely they have some great beers there. Check them out. They're right in downtown area. Now, they don't have a kitchen either, but they do have a different food truck every night. So definitely there'll be a food truck there. You can definitely check out their Facebook website to find out what food trucks are going to be there, if there's a certain one you're looking for a certain night. Two more breweries to talk about are going to be Gastonian Brewing Company and Husk Hardware. And they're also both downtown. So definitely you've got Bright Lights, you've got Gastonia, and you've got Husk Hardware all downtown. So definitely you can do some nice bar hopping. And they are also building a Southern Pines brewery downtown also at the time of this video. When you watch it, it may already be built, but these are just another brewing companies you can definitely check out. And speaking of downtown area, they've also passed a new ordinance law locally for Fayetteville. They have an area called the social district where you can drink your beer downtown. If let's say you're at Bright Lights and you get a beer there and you want to walk down to Gastonia or just walk downtown, you have a certain area, if you see on the map here, where you must stay in. You're allowed to go from place to place. So definitely, take advantage of that. And, it's a great thing. They just passed it maybe about 2 years ago. As you can see here is the map, and here are the operating hours of when you can do the social district. And just some rules here: purchase alcohol beverages from one of the participating restaurants or breweries, like I just mentioned, and locate. And you can, as long as you stay in the downtown district, you'll be a specially designed cup that must be used only in the social districts boundary lines. You can see as you saw on the map here. Experience the vibe of the social district. You shop around downtown, merchant community. So definitely, it's a good thing. Your wife, girlfriend, or husband, or whoever's going shopping, you can enjoy your beer, sit outside, go inside other places with your beer, as long as you stay within the social district line. And if you want more information about the social district drinking, here's a website down below. Check out their website and they give you more information if there's some things I didn't mention. Next thing to talk about is all the outdoor and great climate activities you can do here. We've got over 30 parks, I believe, here in the Fayetteville, Cumberland County area.
Any outdoor activities?
We've got 3 dog parks. So the first dog park to talk about is going to be at the fire department at 6701 Bailey Lake Road. The next one is Riverside Dog Park at 555 Northeastern Boulevard. And the third one is the Westover Dog Park at 267 Bonanza Drive. And if you love to skate, or if you like to watch people skate, definitely check out Rowan Skate Park. The park is old, but this is a new skate park they've added to it, which is fantastic. As you see by the video here, definitely check out your skating skills if you want to do that. Or you can check out other people's skating skills. I think it's a great time to sit outside and definitely enjoy the crowds and other people. Next thing I talk about is the KFOR River Trail, and I've talked about this a few times. And just to give you some insight, this KFOR River Trail has a 10-foot wide paved path that runs for 5.3 miles through Cumberland County. Now, this trail is not a loop. Be careful of that. It's 7 miles long one way. Now, I said 4 miles before in my other video, so I was wrong information. They've actually extended it since then, so now it's 7 miles one way. So definitely don't get out there and park at the soccer complex and walk 7 miles and wonder, where's my car at? You're going to be really mad and tired because now you got to walk 7 miles back the other way. So definitely I would make your own loop depending on how much of a walk you want to do. So next thing I talk about is going to be Blacks Out Paintball, and they have a 150-acre facility. I've been out there myself with my son, and it's a great time. Definitely there's some time when it's humidity's hot, it's a little high, but go through spring or fall or even winter, and it's just fun. I mean, you've got so much outdoor activity. They've got so many things you can do there. They got airsoft, and they have paintball. So definitely check them out. Again, another veteran-owned business, which I love. Some other things you can check out are going to be the Carter Blueberry Farm. Like I said earlier, the KFOR Botanical Gardens, which has over 80 acres of beautiful flowers, plants, and dirt trails, if that's something you're interested in. And one thing I just now found out was that in Linden, North Carolina, which is probably about 20-minute drive from Fayetteville, they have a 2,500 ATV park. Definitely go out there for the weekend. Bring your ATVs, and they've got all kinds of dirt trails and everything you can enjoy. 25 acres, I mean, where can you go wrong with that? So definitely, that's something you enjoy or something you want to try, definitely check it out. So next thing another great outdoor activity you can do is definitely fishing here. They got over about 30 fishing holes. Two of the best are going to be Lake Rim Park and the KFOR River, but you've definitely got other places you can definitely enjoy. So if you want to sit back, relax, and take the little ones out for some fishing or yourself. Definitely, with over 30 fishing holes, where can you really go wrong?
Let's go fishing, buddy.
Next great thing I love about Fayetteville is just that feeling of a rural area. Now, Fayetteville's a good-sized city. We are the 5th largest city in North Carolina. We've got a population of Fayetteville just over 200,000. But with Cumberland County, you've got over 335,000 population-wise. Hope Mills has got about 17,000 people, and Spring Lake's 2,500. So you've got Stedman and Eastover and Vander and Linden and all these other places that definitely add up to, 335,000 people. But very rural area, still got that city life in it, but not too much to where it could be, overwhelming, depending on who you are, if that's what you're looking for. If you're definitely looking to live out in the rural areas, we've got it. To where you're not too far from the hustle and bustle kind of that city life. But if you want to live in the city of Fayetteville, definitely that's an option too, of course, for you. And if you want to travel out and get out and see things, You're not far from it either. So that's one thing I love about Fayetteville. We've kind of, I would say we're more rural than we are urban, but it's probably about a 70-30, maybe 60-40 when it compared to that. And that's really going to be up to you, but that's what I love about the Fayetteville area. If you enjoyed this video, please check this video right here that YouTube recommends for you. And if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in the Fayetteville surrounding areas, please reach out to me. The team and I would love to help you. We get phone calls, emails, and text messages every day from folks just like you. See you in the next video.